Welcome back, joined by Karla Pierce from the Karla Pierce Art Gallery. We do this once in a while. She comes in and does some painting for us. How are you doing?
I am awesome today.
Good.
No coat, nothing, sunglasses. It's so nice outside.
What a change.
Oh, beautiful.
I wore a light sweater to work today, and that was perfect.
Yeah,
so it's nice.
You don't even need it right now. It's lovely.
Don't.
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
Yeah. Yay.
Yay. So we're doing a concept today called doodling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's automatic painting, essentially. So, you know when you're talking on the phone and some things come out, a drawing like swirlies or little stars, or
yes.
Where it's coming from is, you know, back part of your brain, almost like the dream-like part of your brain. And these images will come out, and they're patterns and shapes and things that we connect to. So this one I've been working on here, and it is just a little sketch that I started with, and then I've fleshed it out into this painting here. And you can see that this one's very rough, and I have been connecting to spirals, which are fractal in nature. And if you think about the weather, when you're looking at the weather satellite images, that's a fractal, right? It's that spiral shape. It's in shells, it's in trees, all sorts of things. Ferns, right, are all fractal. It's that spiral in our DNA, in the universe, right? Like it's all there. And I think that this is the type of shape that we all can connect with. So I have been exploring these shapes because it's a part of my thinking, what comes out when I doodle. And they've been taking up a lot of my thinking process. So I thought I'd bring it in here and show you how I'm working on them.
This goes along with my theory that painting or being artistic is very cathartic.
It is.
It truly is.
It is.
You can literally doodle on the phone.
That's right.
And turn that into something more.
Absolutely.
And so that is a loose version of what we're looking at here.
That is correct,
okay.
Yes. And then I brought in another painting here. I don't know if you can see that. And it's a finished one. And that way you can see how the swirls and that same kind of automatic feeling. I'm going to use some of the similar colors in this painting here today, and hopefully we'll be able to flesh it out just all fabulous.
So we're going to let you go because we've got an hour, and we know that you're probably going to do the bulk of it today. You'll probably touch it up later.
I'll try.
Tell me this, don't stress yourself out. It's too early in the week to be stressed out.
Okay,
you know
I agree.
Are we going to add some color to this?
Absolutely. So my plan is to have the warm tones back here, and I don't know how well you can see the spiral, but there definitely is a back spiral, and I'm going to do cool tones out here, which is a front spiral. And in color theory, it should be the opposite. So I'm playing twisty with color theory.
Awesome.
I'm doing it all wrong, but I'm doing it intentionally, so it's okay.
Okay, intentional wrongness. It's all right. Information, if we could put it on the screen, the KarlaPierceGallery.com, I believe, is your website.
That is correct.
KarlaPierceGallery.com, and the phone number as well. Never a better time than spring to start learning how to paint. We'll let you get started.
Great.
And we're back in 2 minutes. Stay with us. Welcome back. We're checking in with Karla Pierce. What a huge change to this picture, Karla.
Ta-da!
It's beautiful.
I know, it's thank you very much.
Yes.
It's pretty interesting once you get the color going and the forms start to pop out a lot more. And I don't know if you could see beforehand that there's two distinct swirlies, but there definitely are.
It's hard to believe that from doodling comes something this beautiful. Like this was a doodle that you did.
Yeah, it was, and it's when you're doing abstract painting, especially something that's from your mind's eye, it can take a lot longer to work through the imagery because there's no beginning really, and there's no end to it. If you're painting a tree, for instance, or a sky, you start at one place and you end at one place, and you can generally, okay, it looks like a tree, we're done. But with these types of paintings, they can go on indefinitely, and because it's the artist that determines the finishing point. There's no actual point. It's just when it feels correct. So that can be a lot harder to do.
It can be.
Yeah.
This is very much an Easter picture to me. It looks like it could almost be Easter eggs.
Oh, cool.
Even though I don't know if that's how you see it, but again, it's the art of interpretation.
That is correct, and so everyone can read something different into an abstract painting. You could see Easter eggs. I had some people say that looked like stones on a beach or a fern. So everyone can interpret the same painting differently.
You came very close to finishing this. To me, I could say, look at this and say, oh yeah, it's done. But I know that you will go and make more touches to it. Where will you finish this? Like, how will it?
Probably just with touching up. I am actually quite close to it. What I'm doing right now is just lightening up some areas of the I don't know, let's call them stones, of these round shapes that are in the spiral. And then often what I'll do is actually carry color around through the painting as well. So you see this little shock of pink down here. Well, let's just take this. This is really interesting when you start doing stuff like this. And you can kind of carry some of that other color, some of the green, through the painting. And this is called carrying the color through, so that the top area of the painting is dominantly orange and magenta, and the bottom is dominantly green, but there's a little bit of back and forth, so your eye goes to two places at the same.
It's a transition thing.
It is. We as artists, we always want to keep the viewer's eye on the painting, so that's one little trick to do it.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
I always love what you do, though. I always do. You're so welcome. We still have another minute or two, Karla. I wanted to quickly discuss the fact that you're having an emerging artist show coming up in May.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Is it May? Or April?
Yes, well, okay, both really.
Yes.
So the submission deadline is the 25th of April, and this show is for everybody, for all artists, young, old. If you're professional, if you've never painted before in your life, it's all good. And we hang up all the work, and then we have a jury come in, and Susan, of course, you're on the jury, which is very exciting.
I am. I'm thrilled about it. I did this last year, and what I loved about it, Karla, is that there were entries that were from beginners, from people who've been doing it for a long time.
Yes.
And it's up to us to choose which ones we think are the ones that really stand out. And I know some of the beginners were the ones that were recognized.
Absolutely. And I am out of this. I do not judge any of the work. I am biased, and I know that I am biased, and that's why I stay out of the judging process.
Unless we ask for your direction, then you help us.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we can guide a little bit, and sometimes I know the background of some of the artists that are in the show, but I don't want to make any of the judgments, and I just want our community to say, hey, we like this one, we like this one, but in the end, I love them all. I think they're just wonderful, especially the kids' work. It's just great.
Awesome. If people want to submit, we're almost out of time, but how can they do that?
Right on my website. You can go there and under submissions. So it's www.karlapiercegallery.com, and there's a section there, submissions. You can fill it out and hit send, and you are registered for the show.
Fun.
And then you can drop off the work April 25th. The big gala event is May 3rd. That's the party.
Nice.
Yay.
All right. Karla, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Well done on this beautiful piece of work.
Thank you so much. That was fun. Yeah.
It was fun. Yeah. You did it in an hour.
Yeah,
Once again.
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah. All good.
All right. Thank you again for being here.